What's up with it, YouTube? How you guys doing? Hey man, I got amazing presentation for you. My name is Antoine Campbell. If you don't know me, I'm Antoine Campbell. I hope people take their business to the next level. On whether you are a real estate investor, you own an agency, you're coaching, high ticket salesperson, whatever you are. If you're making money online or you're making money in a structured way where you need outsourcing or virtual assistants, I'm your guy. I help so many people all around the world. If you could just do me a favor and let me know exactly where you're watching from, that'll be greatly appreciated. That would be greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Tonight, I got a really special episode for you. I'm talking about 5 things to consider before hiring your first virtual assistant, right? There's so many people that want to hire their first VA, but they got to understand this the little nuances that you got to do in order to make sure you hire the right VA. Me, myself, and my company hired thousands of VAs over the years, and it boils down to this, especially if you want to hire them independent. I see so many people trying to go the independent route, and they waste hundreds and hundreds of dollars on labor and the ability to not have quality VAs. I'm in a bunch of VA groups. I sit there and pay attention to the VAs. A lot of VAs, they want to have a cheat code. Hey, how do I pass the exam? Why these people won't hire me? Some of the VAs don't even understand and realize that you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in the proper training in order to get the results you're looking for. So what I tell people is look for quality people that's going to be around for the long term. People come and go all the time in all my businesses. And I'm at a point right now, I'm numb to that, right? So I only hire quality people. Even moving forward, like we're about to make a big transition in my ecom business. And like I was telling one of my general managers to work for me, hey, listen, I only want quality people. I only need quality people. I'm not here to babysit nobody. I'm not here to deal with your personal problems. We all have personal problems. So, like I said, I hope all is well. Everybody's doing well. We're going to be talking about yeah. So, guys, if you can click the StreamYard link so we can see who you are, click the StreamYard link in the show notes so that way they can verify and actually show your name. But if you have a cleaning business, I have a great way to generate leads, right? I'm going to be showing you guys how to generate high quality leads as we come up on this economic compression where you're going to start to see people go through different economic cycles. You guys got to get good at generating quality leads and bringing quality customers into your business so that way you can take your business to the next level. So we can definitely help you out with generating leads as well as doing admin related tasks as well as servicing existing customers from a help desk perspective. So that's what our company does. We teach and train you guys all of this stuff. So that being said, I got a quick little presentation, nothing crazy, but I just wanted to go over some things just so that you guys can understand exactly where I'm coming from. So let me whip out that presentation. Uh, Let me whip out that presentation right now. Just give me 1 second. And Washington D.C. I love Washington D.C. Hometown. That's where I'm born and raised. Like I said, every Thursday night, guys, follow me and subscribe. We go live. We missed last week, I believe, but I'm going to be going live every Thursday night talking about different topics, different subjects, so you guys can really take your business to the next level. Um, Let me go ahead and do this right now. Okay. Let me know if you guys can see the screen. I just want to make sure that I'm able to see everything that you guys see. Let me fix this. Like I said, 5 things that you need to consider before you hire yourself a virtual assistant. People people go through, 20, 30 virtual assistants over a 2, 3 year span, and they still can't figure out the formula because they're not sticking to the fundamentals. And we're about to get into the fundamentals right now. So, so like I said, you know, one of the things I wanted to tell people is that I hear the term virtual assistants, and more people in business don't even know exactly, that you can hire someone from a different continent, guys. You can hire someone from a different continent, and they'll work for you while you sleep. I literally got people that work for me, and you can pay them between $3 and $8 an hour. It all depends on their experience, right? Some of the VAs who work for me, guys, they have MBA in business. They licensed architects. There are so many different things. It's a bargain. So the reason why I love the virtual assistant model is because you're not compromising their quality of life, right? You are literally helping them out. So here, the reason why I chose to set up shop in the Philippines to run my businesses is because uh, the average rent in the Philippines is 125 US dollars a month. Now, the average employee that works with me makes well over $120 a week. So that that theory is that they're able to take care of majority of their bills within their first paycheck, which leads them to three paychecks. Now, some VAs they just bad with money. That's a whole nother subject. But the point is, the comfort of life is great. Now, here, here in America, I don't know about you guys, but when I used to work a job, when I worked paycheck to paycheck, it took me 2 to 3 paychecks just to be able to scrape up the money for my rent and my, utilities and all other associated bills to be able to take care of my monthly obligations. Now, overseas, they're able to do that within one check. So I always tell people, with the growth of the virtual assistants, um, in a way, VAs are understanding that they can become business owners with you, or they can bring more value to you. They can become your general manager of your business. You can pay them a great salary. Um, Depending on the situation and how much value they're bringing, you can even get them some type of equity or liquidity split. So there's so many ways that you can create this, that you got to make sure that the VAs understand that working with you is a bonus. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Why? Because a lot of VAs, they have multiple clients and they put you in this funnel, and then as they take on more and more clients because they're greedy for money. The quality of the work drops, the priority of you drops, and you see that. Anybody can see that. So let's get to number one. Before you hire your first virtual assistant, you want to look at their professionalism, right? Does the VA answers his or her emails, right? Or voicemails or whatever communications or the correspondence in a timely fashion? If you inbox the VA right now, how long do it take them to inbox you back? If I inbox somebody from my team who worked directly for me, I'm looking for a response within 5 minutes. If I have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, their priority to me isn't there, and that's not a match. I don't care how great they are. So one of the things you want to do is set the expectations to your virtual assistant that I am number one. No matter how many people you work that got, and that's the reason why even for me, I only hire people who want to exclusively work for me. And if they do have a client, they must let us know and let us decide if we want to work with them or not. Because the quality of the professionalism goes down. You know, it is important to keep a person, that works for you with the right skills, right? You don't want to have stuff going over deadline. If you need a presentation done, if you need markups done for some posters, if you need a list pulled or something scraped, if you need something essential done to your business that affects the revenue and the money you make for your business, and they nowhere to be found because they're working 3, 4 other jobs elsewhere trying to make some money, that's going to kill your business, right? Make sure you give a converted task to him or her to pass to show commitments on deadlines. So that's number one. And this is what we're going to be updating our VA Mastery. If you don't have VA Mastery, please get it. There's a lot of information that I'm about to be updating and recording courses over the next few weeks. So you need to make sure that they are committed to deadlines. If they can't, and what is a deadline? Literally, you can say, okay, Mr. VA, if you call yourself a graphic designer, and you say you know how to design posters, here is the elements to the posters, here is my color scheme, here's my logo, here's the context to the poster. Can you put this together? And here is an inspiring example of what I want the poster to look like. If they say sure, and then they get back to you in 3 4 hours with the poster, and that deadline is they can should be able to turn over a good quality poster in 35 40 minutes. Guess what? It's taking them 3 4 hours to do one poster. So if you're paying them by the hour, you literally probably paying 40 50 $60 per poster based on paying them by the hours based on their output. So one of the things I want you guys to understand and write this down if you have a pen is monitor the quality of the output, and that leads you back to professionalism, right? Some of these VAs think that, oh, he just told me just do this one thing, I'm gonna take the whole day to do it, and that's the end of that. You want people to do stuff in a timely fashion that has professionalism, and then they inbox you or DM you or Skype you or call you or text you, whatever communication you guys got, and say, hey, boss, hey, sir, excuse me, what is next? You get what I'm saying? You want people working for you that's proactive. You want people working for you that's passionate about the results that they're trying to drive with you and for you. It's another important one, guys. As I was writing this, I had to think about this. Project management. Juggling tasks nowadays is so vital. You know, uh, we now tapped out our feet in front of the microwaves and things just get done. I know for me, I'm like, yo, I need this done like 5 minutes. Everything in my business is ASAP. Now, is that good or bad? I don't know, but it's been working for me. So everything is an ASAP type of thing. If a person cannot work within a few projects, or work on the same few projects simultaneously, then you might want to move on for them. What I mean by that is if you're having them do 2 or 3 posters, or if you have them cold call this and text and this, or whatever the situation is, uh, if you have them do that and they're struggling to keep up with 2 or 3 basic things that you and I both know you can do on your own, you might want to move on. You don't want to get in the business of babysitting people, right? Like I said, in one of my companies, I feel like I'm babysitting everybody, and that's what you don't want to do, guys. And I'm just being 100% transparent to you. You guys got to understand that these people are 8,500 miles away from you, and the only connections and relationships you guys have is trust, and communication, right? So within the project management skills, if you can't find someone that can juggle multiple projects for you, that's going to be a big deal, right? That's going to be a big loss on your behalf. Uh, Let me see something. Uh, he asks, what's all in the VA Mastery? What's all in the VA Mastery is you get, depending on the package, if you get the VA Mastery Pro, you get one virtual assistant fully trained by us with a 6 month guarantee of service or warranty. So anytime within that 6 months you're not happy with the VA, you can replace them free of charge, no question asked. Also, you get access to our course that's going to teach you and show you exactly how to manage the day-to-days of the VA, how to do the schedule, how to do they send out the payroll, all of that back end stuff. And then most importantly, you get our biweekly coaching calls. You can jump on the biweekly coaching calls and ask any questions that may be related to your business, that's relevant to your business. Um, and then most importantly, you get access to a lot of our exclusive trainings that we only offer to our VA Mastery clients. So look at it as a country club membership to outsourcing. We will be having a sale starting maybe Friday or Saturday. So if you're dead serious, text me right now, 203-322, because I want to give you access to that sale ASAP. It's a 4th of July sale, and I want to make sure that you get that. If you don't get that, then you're going to be shot of luck, because I don't think we have another sale until my birthday. We probably do a birthday sale in September. And who the hell wants to wait to September to get a VA? So look at the number at the bottom of the screen, 202-335-3322. Even if you're watching a replay, text me. That number's been in utilization for the last 2-3 years. And that's our main communication with a lot of our prospects who want to do business with us. Also, this is important, guys. For me, this is like the ultimate uh, deal killer. The availability thing. If you don't learn anything from tonight, making sure you are a priority. I don't care if they had 2 or 3 clients, right? Many of these people, they basically work for several people at a time, guys. So it's not uncommon for you as an employee to be in like a funnel. Um, for the VA. You can slowly kind of move down the funnel, guys, and and as the VA take on more contracts or better situations, maybe you paying the VA $3-4 an hour, and they just got a gig for somebody who's offering $9 an hour. Now maybe that $9 an hour is only a week or 2 week gig, and they so you know focus on the money part of. They don't even understand that that's not long consistency, and they put you on the back burner even though you pay them 20-30 hours a week and you've been with them for 2 years. They're just throw you under the bus. So one of the things I always try to say is always, always split work between two people. And even in my company, I preach this to my leadership team. Listen, if you're hiring for a position, hire at least two people for that position, because one person is going to leave, one person is going to call off sick and make all these bullshit excuses of why they can't come to work, and that's going to start the cycle over of getting somebody in that position, retraining them, and starting over, and that's going to cause turbulence in your business. And the last thing you want is a key. Imagine if you have an appointment setter and your insurance agent, and you depend on these appointments to be set in order to underwrite insurance policies to make money. Now, if your appointment set aside say, "Peace, I'm out of here. I got something else I got to do," and your gig that I'm working with you isn't a priority. Now, what happens? Some of these VAs are not strong people as far as like telling you how they feel, or coming at you in a situation where they like, yo, I don't want to work here no more. I found a better job. They just stop answering their phone. They go ghost. They cut their Skype off. They do all sorts of weird things. And I don't know, and I think that goes back to, I can't speak for nothing but the Philippines. That's all I work with. But I think that goes back to the culture of being timid. Most of the Filipinos I work with and worked around, a majority timid type of people. But you can combat that by showing them that it's okay to be honest. You can build a culture within your business and show them that, hey, listen, guys, it's okay to tell me how you feel. It's okay to be honest, and we can work with that. You get what I'm saying? So most importantly, guys, if I see people only hiring one VA and then they get upset when that VA don't show up or call off for work or quit, and they like, yo, what do I do? Well, if you bought the VA master, it's in there. You literally need to hire two people. But Antoine, that's spending more money. No, it's not. Because if one person was a full-time person, right, you're supposed to pay a full-time position 40 hours a week, but you turn around and hire two people for the same position and then say this is a part-time position, 20 hours a week, it's still the same exact money you would be spending, but it's just spread it over two people. Now, how would that benefit you? One, you can have a dedicated morning shift person. Two, you can have a dedicated afternoon person. Or three, you can have a person, or you can have these two people rotate weekends. So one person may work 2 weekends of the month, another person may take off 2 weekends of the month. And then the other person may be off Mondays and Tuesdays, and vice versa. And what that does for you is that promotes a quality of working and a life. Because now the VAs feel like, yo, I'm off on certain weekends. I can spend time on certain weekends. I can take my children out on certain weekends. I make good quality salary. There's no reason for me to leave. But the problem is when you create loopholes where they feel like they don't have a life, or they're not happy with your working environment, the availability is going to be severed. And the last thing you want to do is, the hardest thing is to train a bunch of VAs and they end up leaving. Like that's so mentally exhausting. Well, um, you see people that train these VAs, or you go training, so you don't have to go through us. I encourage you to go through us, because then you don't have to worry about the politics and the headaches and training and finding and dealing with that. But then you got to go back and interview, and then you interview these people, then they don't show up, and then you got to deal with people not showing up and missing, and they're texting you, hey, my stomach I didn't feel well, my stomach hurt, it's typhoon season, all this bullshit. And next thing you know, they're looking for a second chance. I'm here to tell you, don't be the owner that always willing to give people a second chance. I had this great closer who worked for me. He's a great dude. He helped us make a lot of money. And we had to stand on principle, because he thought that since he helped us make a lot of money, he can do what he want to do. And when you get a person in your business feeling like they can do what they want to do, that's a dangerous thing. So the first thing you got to do is let people know and understand, no matter what, whatever you bring to the table isn't going to be equivalent enough for me to compromise my standards and my morals and whatever I believe in. So that's the one thing I want to show you guys, that you got to focus on building a culture for your business that people love and want to stay. Right. And now some people gonna come and go. That's just normal part of the way of life. People, there's a pit stop for some people. Some people looking like this is a long-term solution. We got more questions. I got 2 for 1 VA course. My VA is doing great. I'll be getting my other VA next week. Great, great. Yay, guys, keep getting them VAs. Like I said, tonight is not going to be long. I'm just straight to the point with things. But here's another thing that I want you guys to start doing is test the VAs on give them mini projects. So like we hire a lot of like third party VAs that do a lot of like specific tasks for our companies that our core VAs just don't do. And what I do is I just give them something to do. Like, yo, do this for me real quick. And just give them a minimum task. That doesn't really cost no more than $30 or $40 to complete, right? And make sure that everything that is to your satisfaction. And if it's not to your satisfaction, don't even consider hiring the person or working with the person, right? Make sure that you make a short list of at least 10 and give those tasks to at least 2 on the short list. So make sure that if you're hiring on your own, and this is why I say hiring could be real complicated, like pick at least 2 or 3 people. Don't get your hopes up on just one person, because then that one person may say, hey, I found another job. I found a better offer. We go through this a lot. Coach Kenny asks, what's up, brother? I hope all is well. Do you give them a probation period? Yes, we give our VAs a probation period. We give them a probation salary for the first 30 days. If they do everything to our liking, which means coming on time, not calling out, doing the assignments right, working with integrity, then we'll give them that agreed upon salary after 30 days, that upgraded salary. So everybody gets a probation period, because some people, they'll tell you anything just to get in the door. Then once they get in the door, you know, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. And one of my suggestions to you guys is give your VAs a probation period, especially if you're a VA Mastery customer. If you're part of our VA Mastery program, exercise your 6-month warranty. If you're not happy with the way things are going, exercise that warranty. We're like one of the only people that do this business model this way, where we don't charge a on top fee. So they don't answer back to us. They don't report to us. That's strictly for you to build your company, your culture. Why we do it that way is because we want you to have as much creativity within the VA as possible. Other agencies, what they do is they sit up here and say, yo, they're going to come still work for us and blah, blah, blah. And, we're going to make sure everything is perfect. And we're going to send you an invoice every week. And, and what happens with that is, the VA be afraid to express themselves. They be afraid to talk to you honestly. They be afraid to help you innovate your business, because in their head, they don't work for you. They work with you. They don't work for you. So they work for the agency, and that affects the quality of the VA no matter what. I don't care how many classes or trainings you put through them. They're going to have this. They're going to have this mental, psychological block that we can never be like this. Because my obligation is not to you. I have a reporting manager I have to report to every shift. And the thing is, it's a lot of expectations to make the other company look good. What our argument is we like, yo, we would help you get to the point of hiring and training the VAs for you, and we will support you in every capacity by offering ongoing trainings and bi-weekly coaching calls. And that worked great for us. So at the end of the day, make sure that you get your VAs probation periods, because you don't want anybody abusing you and taking advantage of you because they feel like they got the job. Any more questions, guys? Drop your questions. I'm running up on my last slide. Like I told you, it's going to be a simple presentation tonight. And most importantly, guys, get references. If you're going to be hiring people on your own, make sure you get references. Hold on, this is my wife. I'm doing my YouTube live. How can I help you on? Okay. All right. Coach, text me. We do turnkey packages. We don't broadcast this publicly, but we help dozens of operators and startup wholesale businesses and people who probably was doing fix and flips and they want to convert over to doing their own in-house lead generation. Different companies who want to do their own in-house lead generation. We help them with this turnkey package, set up everything from hiring as many VAs they need, training them to SOPs, to processes, to softwares, to systems, to automations, to Facebook ads, whatever that is for you, we can build a package for you that makes sense. Now, is it cheap? Hell no. If it be cheap, then the quality wouldn't be there because we couldn't afford to have the great quality people that would do it for you. Now, it all depends on what you need. But if you need something turnkey, anybody who's watching this replay, if you need something turnkey done for you, where you don't want to go on YouTube La La Land and try to figure this out for the next 3-4 months, then I definitely recommend you text me right now, 202-335-3322, and let's talk about it to figure out how could we help you take your business to the next level. Now, let's get back to okay, more questions. Keep bringing these questions in. I like to answer questions. What are some of the best ways to track your VA? Multiple ways to track your VAs. Here's some stuff I'm going to give you. One way is using an app called hubstaff.com. Hubstaff, HUBSTAFF.com. You go to hubstaff.com and what happens is it's like a timer. So it manages their time. So that way you'll know, you can put how much their hourly rate is, then you know how much you owe them for the end of the week. If they need to go on vacation, they can put in vacation requests. If they something's wrong with their time, they can do a time edit for them. And most importantly, you can check the screenshots. You can see what websites they've been on throughout the shifts. You can look at the screenshots of their computer to see what they've been doing, and then you can get an overall glimpse of what your employee is up to, right? So you want to make sure that your employees are doing the things you ask. So what I suggest for most people to do is when you have a VA working for you, you should give them like a milestone, a daily milestone expectations. Like, okay, today I want you to cold call. Then from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I want you to cold call the out of state list. Then from 2 o'clock to 2:15, take your 15-minute break. From 2:35 to 3:45, I want you to start to text message this city. And then from 4:45 to 5:30, I want you to watch Cardone University to train. Like whatever that is, you need to set that as an expectation and give them a checkoff list, because what happens is, oh man, I finished cold calling, I finished texting this list. There's nothing else for me to do. I'm just going to sit here and play on my keyboard and act like I'm busy so I can make my full 5 hours today or 8 hours. So you got to make sure that you understand workload management. And that's something that we're going to be covering in the new VA Master. I want you to sign up for it because there's some high-level shit that we're going to be putting in there that's going to change the way you run your business. So workload management is something that costs a lot of entrepreneurs hundreds of millions of dollars a year in wasted hourly labor because they don't understand the sufficiencies and efficiencies of giving proper tasks to their employees and hold them accountable, knowing and understanding the amount of time it takes to do that work. How many breaks? I say give them a 30-minute break or 2 15-minute breaks. I like to split up in 2 15-minute breaks, a quarter through the shift and then towards the end of the shift. So let's say, for example, they call it from 12, they on the clock from 12 to 5. They won't get their first break until around maybe 1:45. So from 1:45 to 2 o'clock. And then after 1:45, then you might give another break at 2:45, from 2:45 to 3, and then they bring it on home. But make sure that they use their hub staff, and then they stop the hub staff timer for that 30-minute break. Now, what's going to happen is a lot of VAs ain't going to want to take their 30-minute break, and here's something that most of you will discover once you implement this. Because that's taking 30 minutes a day from their pay, and that's equivalent to them losing maybe 4 or 5 hours a week on a 20-hour, 25-hour week shift. So what happens is they say, you know what, boss, I don't need a break, I can push through. But then they still sneak and take a break. You just won't know about it. Then it becomes a whole nother, HR nightmare. So what you could do is you can schedule them for 5.5 hours and then count that break in at 5.5 hours, and then you only obligated to pay them, and they only obligated to bill you for 5 hours because they took a 30-minute break. Remember, breaks are not paid tasks. So you have to set the expectation with your VAs that if you decide to take a break, you better pause your timer on your clock. If I find out that you're billing me for while you're on your break or doing things outside of what I'm paying you for, that's an automatic termination. That's a non-negotiable. So tonight, I want you to write down what are your non-negotiables in your business. What are some things that you're not willing to accept, no matter how good an employee is to you? Because that's stuff that we as entrepreneurs struggle with, guys. So make sure that you understand what is your non-negotiables, so that way you can carry out your business in ways that make sense to you. Any more questions? I think we covered a lot tonight. Like I said, text me right now, 202-335-3322. If you need a virtual assistant and you're trying to take your life to the next level. If you're working and you're sick and tired of working and you want to come home and still run your business in the evening, the majority of our customers, they have jobs and they just don't have time to do a lot of day-to-day tasks. That's where we come in and help you hire some of the best people. So by the time you get off work, or you can focus on money generating tasks, which is making offers, talking to sellers, or talking to actual clients that's willing to pay you for a service that you may be offering. So make sure that you hire these VAs. It's an investment. It's not a cost. It's definitely an investment. So that way you can really run your business at the highest level. Because cold calling isn't a money generating activity, even though it leads to revenue. Actually, talking to a prospect and making an offer to them, it's a money generating activity, whether you know that or not. Lastly, I want to leave you guys with this. I want to make sure that you guys understand that your virtual assistants are essentially employees. So stop calling them VAs. Look at them as your employees and set goals and expectations with them. We're coming up on a new month. Tomorrow is July 1st. Look at your June month. I look at my June month and I shook my head like, yo, we could have did a lot better than everything across the board for a lot of different things. A lot of changes, a lot of like stuff that we could have done. And now this month, July, then you write that out. Okay, what should I could have do better in July? What should I move around in July? And it's always a fight. Like being an entrepreneur is equivalent to fighting crime. It never stops. You know, you can hire 10,000 police officers. People are still gonna find a way to break the law. That's just the way it works. So as an entrepreneur, guys, you gotta understand that, oh, I just don't hire a VA and then forget about it and everything works itself out. You're always going to be working on your team. You're always going to be working with your team. You're always going to be, hiring people, firing people. That's just a part of the process. So once you understand that and respect that, I'm here to tell you that you can get to the next level. Matter of fact, before we go, everybody who's new watching the live stream, let me know where you're watching from. I love just to see where people from. Um, It is what it is. Someone said, "Damn, bro, you're not in DC anymore." No, bro, I moved to Baltimore. Sorry about that. But it's for opportunities. Like for me, bringing my business up here, and being able to find a quality place to work. DC, I could have moved back. We was literally about to move back to DC, um, that weekend, and then for some reason something changed, and we decided to go up the Beltway. And the reason was my office was here in Baltimore, and then I ended up signing a 2-year lease. So I made that commitment to say I'm gonna spend 2 more years here at this office. Um, and then I said it'd be crazy for me to drive up and down the highway from DC to Baltimore, which is about a 50-minute drive. And literally, I made sense of it to say, you know what? Let's just move to Baltimore. Be close to the office. The closer I'm into the office, the more impact I can have on my business, the more impact I can help my customers. So that's why I've been on some impact shit right now. So if you guys looking for a way to get your business to the next level, just text that number 202-335-3322. Meet myself or someone from my team will get back to you to figure out how could we help you, how could we take your business to the next level. I already talked about what's included in the VA Mastery. But yeah, also guys, make sure that you have SOPs. If you don't have SOPs, we have a team of people that can help you build out your SOP. So even if you're not in real estate, you have a different business, and you just feel like, yo, I'm all over the place. The reason why you're all over the place is because you don't have the proper structure. You don't have the SOPs. You don't, your team members don't know what they're supposed to be doing without you telling them. Like, one of my businesses, people log in and know they got to do. Now, is it ran to the way where I like it to be ran? No. But understanding the SOPs and structure helped me get it to the point where I don't have to babysit people. Like I said earlier in the live stream, making sure you're not babysitting people is your number one priority as an entrepreneur, because that takes away from your effectiveness to be able to deal with customers, nurture relationships, and generate revenue. That's what the owner's job is, to really drive revenue to the business. But other than that, man, I really appreciate you guys. We're going to be going live probably again tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping 2 YouTube videos a day. That's my goal. So I'm going to start recording today. I'm going to be dropping 2 YouTube videos a day. I cover a bunch of stuff. I'm not just in real estate. So 2 YouTube videos a day is my goal to you, to really provide value. Also, the Strainpreneur podcast will be dropping probably starting the week after next. So if you want to go to my podcast and you got a good story, or you can feel like you can help another entrepreneur, reach out to me. Text me 202-335-3322. Text me something, catch my attention. See, the one thing about people, you got to understand, you have to bring value to every relationship. That's what I try my best to do when I'm around people, is bring as much value as possible. Also, this weekend for the 4th of July sale, we're doing my Inner Circle, which is a $35,000 program we just launched. We're doing pick your own price. So for only 10 people, we're going to allow you to log on to our website, and then you type in what you want to pay to be a part of the Inner Circle. Now, it's $35,000, so don't be trying to put $5, $10 in it, because I'm gonna just give you your money back and say your mindset isn't even strong enough to even understand the amount of value you're about to get with this program. Our first call will be this Monday. For the Inner Circle, I want to have a bunch of different people weekly come on and really provide value. So if you want to get your marketing game up, you want to get your sales skill game up, you want to learn how to build funnels, you want to learn how to write ebooks, you want to learn how to just impact your employees, you want to learn about credit, you want to learn about business funding, personal funding, credit cards, Amex, Tradelines, whatever you want to learn about, we're going to have that a part of the Inner Circle. So it's going to be a really high level Inner Circle. And then we do 2 destination events a year. So I'm working on the first one, which probably would be around October-ish, or probably for my birthday. We probably do it like a birthday bash. So we're working on that one, and then we'll probably do another one, because since it's always the half year went past, we do our second one sometime in January, February. So if you want to be a part of that Inner Circle, it's called Digital Landlord Inner Circle. Text me, and we can get you the link to that on Sunday. Remember, it's only for 10 people. I'm not trying to bring a bunch of non-motivated people into the program. I want high-level people to be working with us so we can really make this group a valuable thing. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you guys. I definitely know that if you need me, text me. If you're struggling, text me. If you need a virtual assistant, text me, 202-335-3322. I will be back. I will be doing 2 videos a day. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at CEO929. Like I said, we're just going to be providing as much value as possible. Also, one more thing. We opening back up the JV program, where we done, I think we've done like 13 JVs with people, 2021 and 2022. We opening back up that program in a different way, where we guarantee our done for you business in a box service for real estate, and then we'll partner with you to make sure that you get your deals done. If you're interested in that, text me as well. Other than that, talk to you guys later. Peace and blessings. Catch you on the next one. Watch the replay. Share this with somebody. If you care about me, share this with somebody who needs to know how to work with VAs.
Every day, we open our eyes to fulfill our purpose. Advancing to the path unknown, driven by the will to achieve more. In these challenging times, The Antoine Campbell enterprise strives to provide innovative leverage using today's technology and exceptional talents, designed to give you an advantage in the real estate market for incredible results in your business. On that account, we have created a new system custom for the real estate industry. It is a systematic course for real estate investors that provides you with all the knowledge on how to build a team, systematize, manage, and generate converting leads for your business at an astoundingly low cost. Utilizing virtual assistants with profound skills. Be part of the satisfied clients we have worked with over the last year. This is the VA Mastery System.